So it's a Najdorf, because Fischer played the Najdorf. This is before Fischer played my dad. This is 62. Okay, North Dakota is correct. Bishop e2, boring. Now, when Najdorf invented the Najdorf, he wanted to play e5. A lot of people play e6 because they want to play this Scheveningen, but they don't want to allow the Keres attack. That's what you were thinking. But Fischer played e5, Najdorf style, right? Okay, retreat, and then bishop e6. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to play the Najdorf. All right, castles, f4, queen c7. The point of queen c7 is if they play f5 attacking the bishop, your bishop can go here because the queen's defending it. And I can prove I'm right because that happened. f5, bishop c4. Right? a4, stopping b5. Okay, so both sides have all their pieces out and they castled. This pawn's a little weak. Now, this game looks really familiar. This looks like a game from my 60 memorable games. I'm pretty sure this is the game. How many games look like this? Yeah, this is a great game. It's a famous game. I picked a good game. Okay, a5, suffocating Fischer. b5, unsuffocating himself. Now, Fischer later explained he didn't know the en passant rule. So that's what happened. All right. Now, you know me. I walk around our house all day saying two bishops, right? Okay, all day. And then this position, white played a move that they give a question mark to that I would never consider, and yet the engine plays it. Now, this question is a little hard for you. You'll answer, and then if you're not right, we'll let them answer, okay?
Okay.
What is the most important square in the Najdorf, especially in this position? Of the 64 squares on the board, this is the key square.
I don't know.
Correct. Let's see what they say. Okay, that's a pretty bad answer. Yeah, C4 is a reasonable answer, but D5 is the usual answer. Yeah. And the only way to explain white's move is that D5 is really important. If black plays D5, black's doing great. If black never plays D5, because white's controlling D5, then this pawn's weak and this bishop's no good. But if I play D5, my bishop's great and my pawn's crushing you. So that explains white's next move, a move I would never consider. They give it a question mark. The engine says it's the best move. Bishop takes the knight, giving away the two bishops. Why did he do that? He wants to control D5, and the knight controls D5. Also, C4 is a very important square, as somebody pointed out. So black could play bishop takes and put the knight on C4. So he stopped all that. Okay. And then bishop B5 is an excellent move. Very good move. Because this pawn's terrible, but if I can take this way, then my pawn's pretty good. So that's a really good move. Okay. Now, actually, this is where the question mark comes in. Here, white should do nothing. Like a nothing move. The most nothing move is bishop to D3, because that defends this pawn. Then he should make sure he has a subscription to Netflix, because then he could chill, right? That's what he should do. But he couldn't do it. Yeah. If he plays bishop D3, he's fine. But he took this instead. That's a very bad move. Very bad move. And the annotators don't mention how bad it is. Right, now, it's obvious to even the most dim-witted individual with an advanced degree in hyperbolic topology that the pawn on A6 is terrible, and this pawn here is great, because we're going to open the A file, we're going to attack the knight. This pawn's terrible. Ah, that's better. Yeah, and now black is just better. And here, the reason black is better is this pawn is weak, this pawn is weak, and as we say in India, this knight does Vishwanathan. Where's that knight going?
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, but Ben, that's a terrible bishop. Why'd your voice get like that? Well, my bishop actually can get pretty good. And my bishop is defending this and defending this. Your knight's just sitting there being terrible. Okay, now he played another good move, and I'll just show you the move, then I'll ask you what John Nunn would call it, right?
All right.
He played rook a4. What would John Nunn say about that move? Quick before they all answer.
I don't know.
You don't know? I'll bet you they all answer. Yeah, they're going to spell it wrong, but they'll still answer.
Let's see.
Yeah. Collinear. Okay, that's right. Having none of it. Toby Maguire. That's also correct. That's also acceptable. So you see how the rook here, he's taking this pawn and he keeps trying to, get it better, right? Mm-hmm. He's trying to double up on the bubble up. He's putting pressure on this weak pawn. His rook can go to c4. Rook a4 is a great move. Okay, he played c3, queen a6. Now, white's king is in like checkmating position. There's no luft, right? Mm-hmm. And this guy's German. Got to get luft. Right? German. So he played h3. Good. Rook c8, activating his weak piece. Okay, and then if white gets luft, so does black. h6. Mm-hmm. No checkmate. Bishop g5. The bishop's good. And now, I always tell my students, don't move pawns in front of your king. But Unzicker was not my student because I wasn't born yet. And he was like, no, the dark squares, no. So he played g3. No, you can't, no. You can't do that, no. That's ridiculous. You can't have your king like that. Now, if you're playing Rufus and Doofus, maybe. But Fischer was pretty good. Okay, Fischer, queen a7. Doesn't that look annoying? And you know annoying, you're married to me. So you know when it's annoying, right? Do you want black to play queen f2 check? What would Unzicker say? I just don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So he played king g2, defending, right? Okay. Then he did it again. Another collinear move. Rook a2. Man. So you agree that that's a pretty serious threat. Mm-hmm. Pretty serious. Okay. So the engine already says black's winning. He played king f1. Now if you play rook takes pawn, your queen's hanging. So you can't play rook takes pawn. Now watch this. You watching? Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the pawn off the board. See how I did that?
Yeah.
Now black plays queen f2 checkmate. You agree? Mm-hmm. That means this pawn can't move. You agree?
Yeah.
What's that pawn defending?
The c pawn.
But that pawn can't move.
Right.
So black played. The pawn can't move, and it's defending that.
So you can c takes. Rook takes c3.
What's the engine say?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Fischer's pretty good. He sees that. Now, there's a lot more tactics than what I told you. I told you he can't do this because of mate.
Yeah.
But he could take that. Mm-hmm. But then if he does, which he didn't do, but if he does, it looks like white's winning. But black has a Zwischenzug. White saw the Zwischenzug because he's German. So, he invented the word Zwischenzug. So, yeah, it's rook f3 check.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's all over him like, I don't know, Oprah on a bed of money? I don't know. All right. And then if you go here, that's good for black because I said so. Pretty good for black, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So Unzicker, after rook c3, played... Wait, what do you do? Wait, he resigned? I thought he made another move. I thought this game continued. No. Oh, they just give a funny variation. Yeah. By the way, watch this variation they give. It's funny. Here. This is their variation they give. And then, what do they say? Their variation makes no sense, but here, king d3, here. And the reason they give this variation is they're trying to show you earlier in the game when Fischer played h6.
Yeah.
If he didn't play h6, checkmate. But he played h6. So, yeah. So he knew what was up. He knew after h6 he could give away the back rank. Yeah. Remember when White castled kingside and played king h1 and king h2? And now look where his king is. Yeah. So after rook takes c3, White resigned. And the engine says some crazy numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.